Crew, was good? It's Rubber Captain coming back at you with another video, and today, we got another new leader here on the channel. We just had the ban list come in. There's no Ice Ages, there's no Geckos. So me, being the deck builder I am, I'm like, man, let me cook up a Lucci list, cause I know a lot of people thinking this deck dead, and I'm gonna tell you right now, this shit I cooked up is destroying everything, man. Everything I've played so far, I've just destroyed them. I haven't lost a game with this deck, believe it or not. It's just crazy. It's crazy. But before we get into this deck list, I gotta let my PB Luffy fans and my RP Luffy fans know some information right now. So I'll see you there. Just give me 1 second. Bam. So we here. Crew. A lot of people say don't pick stuff up in pre-sale. I don't think that's necessarily true. Now listen, hear me out. I got a cart built up right here. This is pretty much every card that I think that we need, as RP Luffy mains or PB Luffy mains, for future reference. Everything we could possibly want to incorporate into our deck. So if you look at the total, everything right now is 40 bucks. You know what I'm saying? I don't think these cards are gonna go too much lower than they are. I mean, they're already low, bro. Like, we got a full play set of Rosanates in here. It's at $1.23. I don't think it's gonna go much lower than that. It can only go up, in my opinion. We got a full play set of Dofis, the 8 cost Dofis right here for 83 cents. I'm telling you, if one of these cards is used in the topping list, bro, the price is gonna go up. I think now is the time to get these. Just my opinion. We got a full play set of God Threads, 15 cents. They're definitely not going lower than this. Like, and then we got a full play set of the new 6-drop secret Luffy's. It's under $10. I recommend buying any secrets under $10 immediately. They can only go up, bro. If you get a top in deck list and it's got this card in it, the price is gonna skyrocket. But I don't do really market watches or anything, but I feel like I should let y'all know I already ordered these cards, and I actually ordered the Eustass Kids too. I think they're at like $3 right now. I went ahead and ordered a play set of those in case I want to play yellow in the future. I feel like if you plan on playing something in the future, or know you might have a chance of doing it, get it while it's low, bro. Because once it gets high, it's gonna be more detrimental to your pockets. But that's all I got to say about that, crew. Let's get back into the video. Alright, crew, here we go. Here's my Lucci list. And you're going to look at this list and think I'm insane. You're going to think I'm crazy. Right? But just hear me out, bro. This shit works. Okay? This shit works. If you don't know what Lucci does, when attacking, you may trash the top 2 cards of your deck. Give one of your opponent's characters -1 cost for the turn. Good effect. Great effect. Fills your trash up. -1 on your opponent's character. We're running 2 Spandan. I like 2. You could run 3. But I like 2. It's more of like a mid to late game play. I have used the early game, but you really want to fill your trash up before you use this card. But I have used the early game to, remove some early game threats, or just to like pull a Khalifa from trash and draw 2 trash 2. This is our main card right here that we want to see in our opening hand. Is Kuzan. Kuzan is good for this deck now, especially since we don't have Gecko Moria. This card replaces itself when you play it out. It's a threat. It's a constant threat on board that they have to remove. If they don't remove this card, you're pretty much going to be able to remove anything in the game easily with the other cards that we play in this deck. So for Kuzan, I think is mandatory now. It's just my opinion. Don't bash me for it. We got 4 Surus, 2K counter, also searchable off the brand news. We're running 4 Khalifa, also searchable in this deck, because we are running 4 Spandime as well, which is our next card. 4 Spandime. If you don't know what none of these cards do, I mean, Lucci's been out for a long time. I'm sure there's some Lucci builds that go over each and every card. This is just a searcher for our CP cards, and we're running a decent amount, that we can hit off of this searcher. We're running 4 brand news. This is another card you would like to see in your opening hand. If you don't see the Kuzan, you see brand new, you might be alright, because there's a chance you could search into the Kuzan. Then we're running 4 Man Sherries. This is our Rebecca cycler right here. This card is gas, bro. Like I recycled Rebecca like 3 times because my opponent did not want to attack into this card. Which hey, if you don't attack this card when it's on board, I can recycle Rebecca every turn, especially late game. Like this is your Rebecca, recycler right here. So I wouldn't mind going down to 3 or 2 of this card and going up, somewhere else, whatever I want to do. So if I had to cut anything, it'd probably be like 1 or 2 of these to put, fill in where the gaps wherever you want to. But Mancherry is definitely mandatory now. 4 Rebeccas, it's Rebecca. And if you look at this list, you'll notice I'm not playing any Brooks. I tried the Brooks out. It just doesn't feel as good as it used to when you had the Ice Ages and all that other shit. It doesn't feel as good as it used to. So we're running 4 Rebeccas. I think the only target we can play off Rebecca is our brand news, our Surus, Manshare even, Spandine. Only targets we got for Rebecca to play out. But that's fine. That's all you need. We're only running 2 Rob Luccis. Hear me out, bro. I know it's Rob Lucci deck. We're only running 2 Luccis. The only reason I'm running 2 Luccis is because you don't get the double KO as often as you would back when you had Gecko Moria. There's no longer the Gecko Moria, the Rebecca Suru or Rebecca whatever. There's no longer that combo. So I'm only running 2. If you see it early game, that's good. If you see it late game, that's even better. I'm only running 2 of them. We can recycle it back with Rebecca if needed. And there has been turns on my 10 turn where I played a Rebecca out, added Rob Lucci to hand, and then used the Tempest kick with another Don. Put one on lead, swung minus another one, and then just played out the Lucci that way. You can do that as well. But Rebecca can add back a good bit of these cards to your hand, whatever you need, pretty much. And a lot of times we have Kuzan established on board, and it's not hard to remove stuff in this deck. We're playing 3 of the 2K counter Kakus, 4 cost 5K. This card, I don't see this in a lot of decks. I don't think they play it, but it says on play you place 2 cards, including CP type from your trash at the bottom of your deck in any order. Give one of your opponents -3 cost. Another cost reducer, great card. Now we're getting into our main KOers. We're running 3 Kato. I would like to actually go up 4 of these. This card is broken. This card is broken. This and Tempest Kick, you're removing anything in the game. It trashes. It makes them discard a card. It's just too good, but it's too good. Speaking of which, if I cut a Mancherry, I would put it in another Kato off top. We're running 4 Jacks. I think Jack is mandatory at 4 now, in my opinion. Just my opinion personally. This is your main KOer. This is what you want to see. On your 7-9 turn, playing out a Jack and just having him on board to continuously KO your opponent's board. Then you're using your reduction cards like your Kakus, your Surus, your Khalifas, whatever, your Kuzan, and that's how you're just clearing the board every turn. Then we got 2 Who's Who's. This is basically just a searchable 2K counter, but it can come up to use as KO as well. And you also can recycle it off Rebecca, to your hand to add a 2K to your hand. This is the Spicy Tech card. It hasn't came up much, but I got it in here just in case. This helps us recycle our trash, and also makes your opponent discard a card. This is the 6 drop 7K attack, 1K counter, secret rare Luffy in the OP10. It says when attacking, you may place 3 cards from your trash at the bottom of your deck in any order. Then if your opponent has 5 or more cards in their hand, your opponent trashes 1 card from their hand. Even if they don't have 5 more cards in your hand, you can recycle your bigs or your Tempest kicks or whatever if you don't have Lucci. Essentially, it's just to help you recycle your Rebeccas, whatever you need back into your deck, so you can hopefully see them again. Then we're running 4 of the Tempest kicks. I think this is a mandatory card. We're not running any more events besides this. Just 4 Tempest kicks. And this list has been working out great, man. Y'all try this list out. I will have it in the description down below. Let me know what y'all think about this list, bro, because I think I'm cooking something here. I think I'm cooking something special. As usual, you know, we're a deck builder at heart, man. But you know, that's enough for the deck profile. Let's get into these games, man. I'm excited to show y'all what we did to these boys. But hey, man, before we do, hey, bro, drop that beat. All right, crew. This is our first match. This is against the Foxy. Don't worry, we're gonna have some meta matches in there too. But you know, hey, I just loaded up the sim. We went random with it, and this is what we got. We're going second. We get a brand new. We draw a card. We got Kuzan in hand. It's what we like to see. We like to see. We actually got another brand new as well, which is great. You know, Foxy is actually a tough matchup because he can lock our leader down every single turn. So this actually is not a bad matchup to show off because you're gonna see me have to play without my leader effect for majority of the game. So we're gonna see how I pull this off. He's searching right now, playing out his Itsumitsu or whatever. He's got 2 characters on board. He's almost set up to do his leader effect already. It's our 4th on turn. We're gonna swing here with our leader, do his effect. Minus on the Porsche. I'm thinking here if I want to do Kaku or Lucci. I think I got enough in trash for Lucci. Yeah, I got enough in trash for Lucci, so I'm thinking here if I want to do Kaku or Lucci. We're just gonna go ahead with the Lucci because we know he needs 3 characters on board, or 3 Foxy Pirates specifically on board to you know, be able to do his leader effect, and we're gonna try to limit that. So we're just gonna pop the Porsche. That is his only relevant attacker as well, so we might as well get it up out the way. Yeah, his other one can I think add a Don each turn, but we're not really worried about that. But usually we would establish a Kuzan there, you know. But considering the matchup, you have to be able to make plays like that, you know. You gotta know the matchups no matter what you play against, because you know if you're going to a locals or even a big tournament, you never know what you're gonna see in the bottom tables, bro. And hey, don't be surprised, because Foxy was cooking in 09. I think one dude topped the tournament with Foxy. So you know, don't be surprised what you see, man. We get another Lucci out of life. That's unfortunate for us. We got a handful of bricks right now. Definitely gonna be a turn to play out our Kuzan more than likely, but we could also go the other way and just do another Lucci. Let's see what we do here. We're definitely not gonna do a Lucci because we minused on the Vinsmoke Reiju. We're just trolling there. Then we're gonna do that, and we can do a brand new here or a Spandine. Choose to do a Spandine. We grab a 2K. We put 1 on Lucci, swing 7 into life here. If he gives it to us, he should give us the life. I mean, you're at 5 life, bro. There's no reason he shouldn't give us the life here. Alright, so if our opponent gets 2 more Foxy Pirates on board, then we're probably locked down the rest of the game. Let's see what he does here. Unfortunate that 3 of our Mancheries is in grave, so you know, when next time we do a Lucci, we're probably gonna shuffle those back. Just because, you know, that's the only bad thing about the spamming the leader effect out, is you can trash your Rebecca's now and your Mancheries with no real way to get them back if you trash like both specifically. If you got a Manchery in hand and you trash Rebecca, then you can get it back, but you know. So he plays out 2 Foxy Pirates here. So he's probably gonna lock our leader down, which is unfortunate. And our Lucci even. Yep, he freezes both, which is to be expected. We do got a Kuzan established. We do draw. We do take a Kado off that hit, or we get a Kado off that hit. I take life really aggressively with Lucci, especially if I don't have counter in hand. I usually take life down to 3 pretty aggressively though. Alright, so he's got the Foxy on board. This is unfortunate for us. We did get a jack here though, so that's nice as well. Put one on Kuzan. Swing 5 at his Reiju minus the Foxy. See if we can get a card from hand. Only got 3 cards in hand. He gives us a card from hand. We're fine with that. Thinking here if we want to play out the jack. We definitely should just go ahead and play out the jack. Get rid of this little 7-drop dude because he's really annoying. Play out the jack. Discard one of our bricks. Yes sir, yes sir. We're looking good. We're still looking good. He's only got 2 viable attackers, so we're still in good shape. We got some decent counter in hand, 2 2Ks and 2 1Ks, so we can, you know, protect our board aggressively here. He's probably gonna lock our Kuzan down now, or he might even lock our Rob Lucci down again just to, you know, prevent us from being able to attack at 6K for free. Hell, he might even lock both of them down, because you know that's an option in this deck. He might even lock our jack down. You know, he's probably gonna lock our jack down, no lie. Just looking at it, he's probably gonna lock our jack down. That way we can't use him to KO something else. But he doesn't know that we have a Kado in hand. And this is why I'm running this many bigs, and it's because you're able to clear the board effectively, no matter what your opponent does. Let's see what he does here. He did play out another 7-drop. That's annoying. That's annoying for us, but we have the answer for it in hand. We got a Kado, which removes a 7 by trashing, so you know, that's great. See what he does here. Only got 2 open Don. He swings 5 at us. Does his leader effect. Locks down our jack, locks down our leader. To be expected. See what else he does here. What you gonna do, buddy? What you gonna do? He's thinking, he's taking a while. I get it. I mean, he's only got 2 cards in hand. I got 6, so understandable. Putting 2 on his Reiju, trying to clear a Kuzan off. Definitely should save that. Oh, leaving the Kaku in hand. Okay. So here we go. We got our Kuzan now. We're just gonna play the jack out right away. Bam. I mean, not jack, Kado, sorry. We're gonna use the Kado effect, get rid of one of our bricks. Hear me out. Now that I'm looking back on this, leave the Kaku. I think he's -3. We could have used Kuzan. Nah, because my leader effect's not relevant. We would have had to use Suru and Kaku, but we could have did a Lucci play to KO his Foxy and his Reiju there. But we can just attack into it too. I was gonna say we could have did that different, but we'd have had to use more cards from hand. So establishing a 9K body's a little better for us anyway. We're gonna minus the Reiju, you know, just to troll. With no reason to minus anything else anyway. We can't attack with it. We're gonna leave one open Don here just to bluff an event. You know, there is some 1-cost events that Lucci could run, but you know, it is what it is. He's only got 2 Foxy powers on board, so let's see if he can get another one. He does find another one. He finds a Porsche. Unfortunate for us. Searches the Tony Chopper blocker off the Porsche. That's nice. We won't have no problem removing that. See what he locks down this time. What you gonna lock down, buddy? Puts 3 on lead. Swings at Kuzan. I think I should save that. Force him to attack into it with another body. See what he does here? He passes because he doesn't want to lose his board. It makes sense. But I got bad news for him. We drew into the Rebecca, so we're not looking terrible. I do believe we got a span down in trash as well. We haven't been able to fill up our trash effectively because our leader has been locked down for the past 3 or 4 turns. Let's see how we play this out. -4 on the Reiju, which I think is incorrect, but no, we could. Yeah, Reiju's good because we're probably gonna get the blocker for free. You got an event to set one Don active, which is, you know, good for him, I guess. We're gonna put 3 on the Spandine, swing 5 into life here. See what we do. Counters out of that. I don't know what's in my trash because I haven't looked at it. Either block or take it, buddy. I mean, there ain't that many options you can do. He thought the card KOs on trigger? Nah. See what you got, buddy. Gave us the blocker there. That's nice. Queen 9 into life here. Alright. Now we're gonna establish the Rebecca all over the Spandine. Checking to see if we got enough. We got just enough to do a Lucci play here. So we'll do the Spandine. Shuffle back. Play a Lucci over the Spandine. Shuffle back a Man Sherry, a 2K, and a brand new for the hell of it. And we'll KO his Gina and his Reiju there. That's nice. It's a nice play right there. Got rid of 2 of his bodies, so he has to have another Foxy Pirate if he wants to do his leader effect. And we do got a blocker for our board. We did get another Foxy Pirate. But what are you gonna lock down? We could have managed our Don a little better. We do got 3 open Don, which, you know, we could have avoided that, but it's all cool. I think I was trying to leave 4 more to play another Kuzan out, but it didn't work out that way. We should just let him get the Kuzan here. No need to block out. He could strap up and swing into our Jack. He's freezing the Kado here in leader again. You know, no leader effect for the next turn as well. I think this is a really interesting matchup. That's why I chose to put it on here, because you don't see too many Foxy players, but Foxy does lock down our leader effect, so that's a whole, you know, 1 cost we're not getting each turn. Get a Kaku from life. He plays the event to restand his Foxy. So that means he's gonna get to freeze another character here. It's probably gonna freeze our Jack here, yup. So he froze our Kado and our Jack, which is unfortunate for us. We're just gonna give him the blocker here. He has no more valid attacks. Alright, he has 2 life. We're down to 2 life. We draw into Rebecca. Hey, look at God. Checking my trash here. See if we got enough to do another Lucci. Another Lucci play. We're going to swing 6 in here. See if we can get his blocker. What he does, he gives us the blocker, which is cool. We're gonna play the Kaku here. Shuffle back 2. We're gonna neg the Porsche 3. We're gonna play the Rebecca. And the Spandine. Got just enough targets to shuffle back. And we're gonna play the Lucci out. Shuffle back another Mancherry and a Rebecca. KO the Porsche. And you know, he's pretty much checkmated here. He only has 1 card in hand. It would have to be another Porsche in order for him to get 2 Foxy Pirates. But it's not, it's a Foxy Pirate. Lets him draw a card. Draws a Black Maria, which is not going to help him out here. He swings 7. We just take, and he passes it. He didn't lock us down that time, you know, because he can't. So, you know, it is what it is. We're just trolling here. KO his other Foxy Pirate. Yeah, we're trolling. Swing 7, even though we could have just swung 5. Minus his Black Maria. Imagine we play another Jack and just KO his Black Maria. Nah, it's troll. Swing 6 here, and yeah, we get the game. That's it for the Foxy matchup, man. Let's get on to the next one. Alright, crew, we got P-Luffy here, man. Oh, P-Luffy dog. Hey, you know, P-Luffy goes wide really quick. See what we do. We're gonna go ahead and maul again. We was looking for a Kuzan there. We didn't get it, so it is what it is. This is a really bad hand for us too. If we can pull this off, you know, we going somewhere with this deck list, man. We going somewhere. This is a bad hand for us. We're gonna take life aggressively down to 3, more than likely. We get a brand new there, which is perfect for us. Be nice if we can draw into a Kuzan. He's getting his perfect curve right now. It's unfortunate. Oh, and he got to go first, by the way, so he's on perfect curve. We're gonna do leader effect here. -1 on the Zoro. Probably gonna be a brand new here. Could have swung 7 with leader, but you know, it is what it is. Checking my hand, seeing what we got, and we're gonna pass it up here. Definitely should have swung 7 with leader there, been more efficient, but you know, it is what it is. Playing out of Bond Clay, ramping him for free. What else he's got here? He's swinging for 5, so I'm gonna counter out of this one because I know for a fact he's gonna swing more with the Zoro. When he's more with the Zoro, we're actually countering out of that because he is pretty wide. Puts 3 on, and then we're gonna take this more than likely. When he was saving that 3, I assumed he was gonna attack with the law, so I went ahead and countered out of that other hit. Since we did have a 2K. Alright, so here we need to try to remove something, but we don't have a good enough hand to really remove a lot. So we're gonna see what we do here. We're just gonna play our Kuzan out. Swing 3 at the law. Play another brand new out. Grab us a 2K. We hit a Kado there, which is unfortunate, but you know, it's all good. Alright, so we're not looking too great right now. Crew, we're not looking too great, man. He still got his Zoro on board. He still got a Bond Clay. And he's at 9 Don. Yeah, he's at 9 down right now, so he can play the Rush Luffy as well, which is unfortunate. He's using Bond Clay to attack our brand new there. I don't think that was too smart, but you know, it is what it is. He is a relevant attacker at the end of the day. Now he's blockering up, which is interesting to me. I'm guessing he's just trying to cycle, probably to get into his Luffy Taros and all that. Plays the Uso Hachi to rest down our Kuzan here, and I'm not letting him take this Kuzan off the board. I'm gonna give him a Rebecca there. Swinging 8 into my Kuzan. I'm gonna give him 2 2Ks. I want to save my Rebeccas. Alright, so we're on 8 down. We're gonna swing 3 into his Bond Clay here. See what we do now. We're gonna swing 5 in the lead, minus his Zoro. Swing 5 in the lead, minus 1 on his Nami to try to get him to block. He doesn't block. Well, it's unfortunate for him. We're gonna use a Tempest kick here. Minus 3 more on his Nami, so now both his Zoro and Nami is in range. He should have used the block there when I minus with leader, but I could have been bluffing him. Plus, a lot of people don't respect Lucci no more because you know he doesn't have the Gecko. But I hate to tell him, I still have removal at the end of the day. So we're gonna use our Spandon here off the Rebecca into the Lucci. Lucci gonna shuffle back some of these bigs, you know, we want them back in our deck. And probably a Rebecca, yup. KO both of them. And we're at 3 open Don, unfortunately, but you know, it is what it is. Almost makes me want to add a 3 drop in just for that, but you know, maybe 2 Brook wouldn't be bad. Swinging 5 into 3, you can have that. Whoa, Rush Sanji, huh? Swinging 9 into 5, you can have that, buddy. Well, we got a Kado in hand. Think it's time to put him to use. Thinking here, we're gonna get rid of this Usohachi first, because you know he is a valid attacker. At the end of the day, swing 5 in with lead. Uses effect just to fill up our trash some more. Minus 1 on the Sanji, even though we ain't got to. Well, he gave us a card there. So now that he gave us a card, we're gonna make him discard another card before we attack in. Wanna use our Kado here, get rid of the Kuzan, trash his Sanji here, make him discard a card, and then we're gonna attack in for the 6. He gave us another 2K there. We are fine with that. We're getting low cards in hand. Our opponent is on 10 Don, so let's see what he does here. Swings 5 into 2, you can have that. Plays a blocker, Sanji, and the I forget the other guy's name. Let's see. Kamazo. I think it's Kamazo. Plays a Kamazo out in a Sanji blocker. I got bad news for our opponent though. We do got a way to get rid of that. Unfortunate, I thought I had a way to get rid of it, matter of fact. But Kaku requires you to shuffle back 2. So that kind of messes us up there. We're gonna -3 on the Sanji to make him think we can KO it, so he blocks with it. Just checking my trash to make sure that, you know, I can't get rid of it. I actually can't get rid of it, so here, swing 5 would lead. We're gonna swing 6 first to see if he wants to get rid of that Sanji blocker, since, you know, there's a chance we can't get rid of it. He still doesn't get rid of the Sanji blocker. Then I'm like, he'll do a Rebecca play. And we do. Thinking about adding the Spandime back to my hand, but it's not really gonna do me no good. We just added 2K there. Play out the Suru. We're really just trolling here. Yeah, we're just trolling. I don't know why I played out the Suru off the Rebecca. Don't ask me. We got him down to 0 though. We got a blocker. There's no way he's surviving this next turn. He plays a Lin. Maybe there is a way. What does he put on our life though? What's the Suru in our life? He just quit there. I mean, I get it. You know, you played out Lin, you gain a life, but you got 1 blocker. You do got 4K counter in hand and a 1K in life, but we're gonna kill you either way. Like, you can't remove our board because, you know, well, I guess you could probably remove the Lucci. I don't know. We got a who's who in the top though. We could get rid of that Sanji blocker. I don't know who's to say how it would have won, but he definitely would have lost. I mean, we still have 4 life. We had a Manchurian in life, so whenever we took that life, Rebecca's getting recycled every turn. So, you know, good game though at the end. Let's get on to the next one, crew. Alright, crew. Now we got a smoker here. Red-green smoker, you know what I'm saying? Let's get into some more meta matchups. I think the smoker matchup is favored for Lucci. Especially because, you know, Kado trashes. So literally a leader swing and Kado, and you're removing their kid, no matter if they got Tashigi on board or not. That's why I also feel like 4 Kados is probably gonna be necessary going forward. So if you do make the change, add a 4th Kado in. Definitely worth it. We're gonna use our Spandime here to get rid of his baby 5. And we should just swing with lead first and then play out a Kuzan. Serve, getting to a Kado. We got a Jack in hand. Our hand is looking fucking stacked, bro. Our hand is like juicy as hell right now. And there's nothing he can do about it, you know? Swinging 7 at us here. We're gonna take it, you know. Plays out a little Sanji right there. Looking to see. I can't get rid of it with a who's who. But do I want to do that? I don't know. We'll swing 5 at him. Minus. Checking my trash. I'm really thinking hard about this. Swing 5 at him here. He takes another life. He's taking life aggressively. I guess he's trying to get his hand size up to mine, or he's looking for a kid or something. I don't know. I don't know why he's taking life so aggressively. I'm thinking here, I'm like, 6 down. I could play out this Luffy. But nah, I'm like, let me go ahead and dig. Get no targets off that. Unfortunate. We do get some CP targets in trash, but, you know. That's good. I'm gonna play out Rebecca here. And probably just add back a 2K or a 6 drop Luffy. Play out Spandine. Shuffle back. Probably play a Kaku just to like fill up the board. Makes sense. I shouldn't have used Kaku's effect right there. That was a misplay. But you know, it is what it is. We're just going wide on him right now. I mean, he's at 2 life. There's really nothing he can do. Got a blocker on board. He plays Hody Jones. Takes another life. He's down to 1 life, bro. Man is going crazy right now. I don't know why. Swinging 5 into a Rebecca. Okay, you can have that, buddy. See what he does here. Swinging 9 with Hody Jones. Thinking about countering out of this. I probably should. But he can't just go 7 into it and then he kills it anyway. So, you know, there's that. I should have added back another 2K off of Rebecca. I think I was wanting to play out this Luffy just to make him discard cards. Well, we counter out, save our Kaku there. Thinking here what I want to do. Could use Tempest Kid. We don't have to though, but we could. Yeah. Say just use Tempest Kid on the Hody Jones with leader effect. Play out Jack. KO the Hody Jones. We'll put 1 on brand new here. Swing into his little Sanji. See if he wants to save it. He saves it. That's fine with me as well. He saved it. That's fine. Probably should just use go in 5 with the Kaku over it. Oh, I miscalculated. When I put 1 on brand new, that was a misplay because I was gonna use that 1 for the Tempest Kick, and I fucking missed. I don't know why. It's like, let me put 1 on brand new and swing into the the Sanji, and that was a misplay, and that made it where I couldn't even play my Jack out and KO the Hody Jones. So I just strapped up and attacked into it for big. And I probably should have played Mancherry out there just to have her on board. But I didn't, so you know, it is what it is. You could have played another Hody Jones as well, but I mean, I don't know why you would do that. You put yourself to 0 life. But saving the Tempest Kick is not the worst thing in the world because we can remove something bigger with it. Save the Kaku there. He plays out the Captain Kid. Plays out the Rosinante with the Captain Kid. I believe Rosinante only protects him from effects. See what he does here. take because he attacked into life, which is nice. So now we're gonna do Tempest Kid on the kid. Lay out the Kaido. Say we get rid of like a Spandine. I don't know why we got rid of Manshare because we could have recycled a Rebecca back, but we did. I was still learning the deck, you know. I'm new to the Manshare and all that, so it is what it is. We're gonna swing 5 in the life here. Use our leader effect, the -1 on the Sanji. Even though we don't have a way of getting rid of it, we're just trolling. Swing 5 in the 4 here. He saves it, of course. So we dealt with Kid immediately, which is nice. So it's a good thing I did save that Tempest kick. We still could have dealt with it with a Suru or something, but you know, having the Tempest kick just came in clutch. So it's kind of was good that we misplayed and waited for that Kid. I think you should save your Tempest kicks and Kaidos for, you know, the biggest bodies in the game. He plays out of Dofi here, but he only can lock down our leader in Kaku because that's all we attacked with, which is unfortunate for him. He has no life, and I'm like, bro, I literally could just go for game. I'm trolling. Play out the Jack here to KO the Rosinante blocker. And we're gonna go 3 on our Kaido here. Swing 12 in the life. He does have an event. Drops us down to 10. Gets him up there to 10k with us, but he doesn't have any more counter in hand, and that is the red-green smoker matchup. Do we lose? Next turn, we do got a 2k in life. That's 4, 5. We got 5k counter, no blocker. I don't know. Be determined. I mean, he could have played another Kaido out, I guess. But then you don't get a blocker, and it's like, I can just strap up brand new with Spandime. I don't know. All in all, it's a good game. Let's get on to the next game, crew. Alright, crew. This is the last match. I do have more games with this deck. If you would like to see them, I can make it a future video. I think I played a blue-black Usopp and a couple other leaders. I destroyed them. But you know, it is what it is. This deck list is good. But we're going against Kid because this is, you know, a troubling matchup for a lot of Lucci players I've been hearing. So here you go. Here's how you play this matchup. My hand's absolutely terrible besides the Kuzan. As far as like, you know, brick wise, we do got a decent amount of bricks in hand. That's cool. Because, you know, the bad thing is you really don't want to take life aggressively against Kid, but I'm going to do what I do anyway. He's playing out an X Drake here, which kind of confused me, but I guess he's just going to make it a blocker. He just made it a blocker. He's got a gang beige on board. We're going to swing 5 with leader here. -1 on his X Drake to try to get him to block with it. He doesn't block with it. It is what it is. That's cool. We're going to play out a Kuzan here. Draw us a free card. Now our hand is looking much better. Just after 1 turn. I think here is where our opponent, you know, he punishes our Kuzan play, which is cool. It replaced itself. That's why I don't mind. If they remove it, they remove it. It replaces itself, so you know that's a good thing. Swings 5 at us here. We're gonna take very aggressively again. I don't like taking life aggressively against yellow because they can keep trashing your life. But you know, it is what it is. So first off, we're gonna do 5 with lead. We're gonna minus the Nami here. He's got a 10 drop ace on board. Probably gonna be play out Suru into Rob Lucci. And then play out a Mancherry as well. Use Suru. -3. Play out Lucci. Shuffle back Arcado. Shuffle back our Rebecca there, which is a misplay. I was underestimating the power of Mancherry at first. But you'll see I quickly learned that Mancherry is the GOAT. Play out Mancherry here. See what our opponent does. Strapping up on the Ash Drake. I'm guessing he doesn't have the 7 cost law in hand. Why else would you strap up on that straight? Let's see what he does here. Swings 5 at us. Should just counter out. See what he does. Good news is if he makes the Ash Drake a blocker, we do have Jack for the next turn, so we can do that. Our opponent's taking a little while. Let me skip forward a little bit. Okay, put 1 on lead, swinging 6. Just gonna counter out of that. Yep, playing the Basil Hawkins, giving this Basil Hawkins blocker, which is nice for him, I guess. Thinking here if I want to play out the 6 drop, because that does come in good in this matchup, but we choose to go with our man here, Jack. Trash the Kuzan we just drew. KO is Ash Drake. Thinking if I want to attack with leader here and take the life burn. There's really no need, so we just pass. He does got a law on top though, so you know that's good to know. We didn't want to give that to him as well. But we do got a Rebecca in hand, so you know that's gonna come in clutch. See what our opponent does here. Swinging 5 at us. Should counter out of that. It's probably gonna be a Eustass Kid or something like that to burn our life. Swinging 6 at us. We're gonna counter out of that. Yep, it's a Eustass Kid, gonna burn our life. We anticipated that. We got Mancherry. Alright, so let's see what we do here. We're not in the best position, but he couldn't make his Eustass Kid a blocker since we didn't attack him last turn. And you can counter your opponent's kid that way. By leaving their card face up, they can't play out a Eustass Kid unless they have a Viola. So we're gonna swing 5 in the lead, -1 on the kid. See if we can get rid of this card. Know we gotta get -5 on it. checking our trash heavily, plotting our play. Gonna play out the Suru, -3. Gonna play the Rebecca over the Suru. Add the Khalifa to hand. Then we're gonna play the Khalifa out over the other Suru. Draw 2, trash 2. Trash our other Jack, or basically trash both our bricks. -2 more to the Kid. Now we got enough to KO him with the Jack. Attack in 6 at life. He's probably gonna take this so he can get his law. He does. Now we're gonna use Mancherry here. Shuffle back 2, and we can add a 2K back to hand. Add a 2K back to hand. There we go. This is the game where our opponent doesn't respect their Mancherry, and you're gonna see what happens if you don't respect the Mancherry. When she's on field, you have to take her off field. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Because it's literally a free block with Rebecca. You free block with Rebecca and then literally just recycle Rebecca every turn. Swinging 5 at us here. I think we should keep our big in hand, but Who's Who does have KO on him if it comes down to it, so we're gonna do that. He's probably gonna play his ace this turn because I do remember him having an ace. Let's see what he does. No, he's not playing his ace. He's leaving 2 done. That's making me think that he's gonna play another Kid here and burn another life. He plays another Kid, burns another life off of us. But guess what? So we see he's got a Nami on top there. His Kid's a blocker. Let's see how we get out of this. Alright, so we're gonna use our Mancherry first. Return some 2Ks to our deck. I'm gonna draw Rebecca from trash. Perfect. The player Sewer out first, so our board's full. -2 on the Kid. Player Rebecca out. Grab back the Khalifa. No Rebecca effect on that. -5. -1 on his Kid. See if he wants to free block with it before we kill it. Get better free block with it. He actually counters out there. He should have took that hit, maybe. He could have took the hit and just KO'd my Rebecca with the Nami. I don't know. That was an option. But he didn't do that, so we're gonna use the Khalifa. Use the Jack effect. KO the other Kid. And we're gonna pass our turn probably. Yeah. Just so he doesn't get the Nami right there. See what our opponent does. Yeah, I definitely think we should play 4 Kados though. He plays another kid, bro. Another kid. Burns our last life. That's 3 life burnt out over the last 3 turns. Swings 5 at us there. Just give him the blocker because the most he can swing is 7. But, you know, we'll just counter out with 1. Save the who's who in hand because why not? Swing 7 at us here. We just block out. Alright, let's see what we do here. Now we know we need to go for game. We need to get 3 hits through. So we're gonna swing 9. See what he does here. We're gonna save enough to where we at least can play another blocker out if he counters out on one of these. See what he does. Counters out of this, I'm probably going to put 3 on Khalifa, swing 7, swing 8 with Jack, and then swing 9. See what he does here. We know he's got 1 brick in hand. He uses a 0 cost event there and a 2K to get out of it. Now we're going to put 3 on Khalifa. We know he has a brick in hand from earlier, so we're not worried about that. We're gonna swing 7 at him here. If he uses his Nami effect, then he loses a he can possibly draw into something else, but he loses a guaranteed 1K. So now we're putting it on our opponent that he has to have at least 1 2K in hand, or my bad, 2 2Ks in hand. We know one of them's a brick, we know one of them's a 1K, so he doesn't have it. So he's mathed out here. We're just trying to decide if we want to attack or not. We should just attack. We're already committed at this point. Swing 8. He has to take it because we know he has a brick and 1K. And then we swing 9. Did he get a 2K out of life? And that is the game right there. So we had to go for game right there. Wasn't no more surviving. He burned 3 of our life out. He actually had another kid to burn another life if he needed. But you know, that's it for the matchup so far, man. Hey, if y'all like this deck list, let me know in the comments down below. And if you would make any changes to the deck list, let me know down below. But hey, you know, if you're not subscribed, man, go ahead, hit that subscribe button for your boy. If you made it this far, hey man, hit that like button for your boy. And hey, shout out to my haters out there, man, because you know we got some haters. We got some people that want to come on every one of my videos and dislike, and that's cool, man. You know, hey, you can't be great unless you got haters, you know. That's what I was always told. But hey, I'll catch y'all boys in the next one, man. Peace.